Okay. I gotta figure this out. So what had Betty planned to do with her evening? Yep. Cinema ticket. And this. I guess go out. Oh, come on, Perot. Yeah. I'm assuming he's the unaccompanied guest. No, really? Well, how do you know he seduced her?
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Alright. Weird stuff. Yep. She did have a soft spot for Donald. We know that for sure. I mean, yeah. Major jealousy. She didn't do it.
Hastings always pays more attention when young women...
Let's go! Move out, bitch.
You've seen Fraser, Hastings. What is your feeling?
He's a big chap. Fragile isn't exactly the word that springs to mind. I talked to his landlady before seeing him. She went to bed at 11. Fraser wasn't home yet.
Bien. Megan Barnard said he's a reserved character but with a nasty temper. We will see if this is the case.
Most likely. I will not tiptoe around his feelings at all. If I have to, I'll be very brash. Children have such loose morals these days.
How do you do, Mr. Fraser?
Oh, I should examine them.
Yeah, hello,
Although I don't think I
Claro.
could.
Mr. Hastings said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. I know that it may not be the right time, but I would like to ask you a few questions.
Oh, no, I can.
This man looks suspicious.
Yes. What a suspicious looking man. It's because he's drinking. That dark look in his eyes. Look, a bottle! How dare he? His fiancée is
Donald
dead. How
Fraser
dare he
is
drink?
in a terrible state, as if he hadn't slept all night. And he's drinking White Horse.
Does that have a significance?
Leave me alone.
Never.
Tell me that it's a mistake. That Betty isn't dead.
No, she did. She's so
Sadly,
dead.
your lady friend has been murdered, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, Betty, if only you'd listened.
Being with a married man. Never be with a married man. Alright. Ask if he saw Betty yesterday afternoon. Ask what had happened if she listened to him. What do you mean?
If she had listened to you, she would still be alive. Should I take that to be a confession?
With that sort of thinking, you must send a lot of innocent men to prison.
That's not
Under
what I
different
thought you would say.
circumstances, I might even find you amusing, sir.
It's no time for
Very
amusement, Mr.
Irish.
Fraser. It is time to find your fiance's killer. Did you know what her plans were for the evening?
She said she was having dinner with her sister.
And you believed her?
And why not, sir? She was my fiancée.
But you knew she was seeing other men.
That did not stop her from lying to you before. Betty was not a bad girl, but she did like to take advantage of her success with men.
How dare you sully her memory?
I'm not. I'm just being honest.
Please excuse me if I appear to be brutal. I understand that this is a difficult time for you.
So you understand why I don't feel like talking, Mr. Poirot?
Mr. Poirot. No, we need to have a conversation!
Ah, I knew I'd find you here, Poirot. I thought the victim's young man was here.
Yes, is all yours, Chief Inspector.
I'm so bad at this.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Romantic confessional achievement. They don't have a motive for Betty's murder. I mean, yes. Out of jealousy. He does not have an ally. Not that he has told us. No. He does not. Oh, it says I need to return to the crime scene, but what if I don't want to do that? Betty's fiance, Jill, hasn't had a quick temper, likes the White Horse whiskey. I don't think that has anything to do with anything, but I guess we're going back to the crime scene, you guys. I wonder if they moved the dead body already.
Fraser doesn't have an alibi and he's extremely jealous.
You are very skilled at summing up.
And yet you haven't asked Japp to arrest him.
It is too soon. But I agree, without the letters announcing the crimes, Fraser would already be behind bars.
True.
Bon, I think we have enough elements. Let's reconstruct the events at the scene of the crime.
Yes, let's go.
I can't imagine how the murderer wasn't seen, though. Surely she must have struggled.
Let us try and imagine the scene.
Reconstruction.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 6.
Uh-huh.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She leaves without her belongings. Then she hides a code.
Right. And then...
The killer tries to remove his victim's belt. She panics and tries to stop him. She runs away, pursued by her assailant.
No, there is no sign of a chase. Things must have happened differently. Let us think again, mon cher.
Alright, so I guess they advanced. Okay.
The killer and the victim are walking on the beach. Miss Betty has a bag, a belt around her waist, and carries her shoes in her hand. Both of them walk slowly to hut number 5.
Yep, and then they advance. I like the
Both of them
reconstruction
walk
of this
slowly
game.
to hut number 6.
And then she changes.
Miss Betty enters the hut. She
And then
leaves
she
without
leaves
her
the
belongings.
hut
Then
and
she
leaves a
hides a
code.
code.
Pretty smart.
They keep walking. Then she removes a belt.
But
The murderer
why?
moves behind her and then attacks her by surprise. The body falls, lifeless, on the sand.
Everything appears to match the crime scene, mon cher Hastings. That is exactly what happened.
I like that they give you like false reconstructions, like theories, when you get it wrong, and then they're like, no, that didn't happen. Let's rewind. Like, back up a second.
Without the ABC, we might have suspected Mr. Asher and Mr. Fraser. But by timing his crimes, the murderer is making sure he's accused. In a way, it is very generous of him.
Generous?
I guess.
The murderer seduced Betty in order to lure her to the beach and kill her.
Indeed, the young woman was certainly careless, but not stupid enough to follow a stranger.
Yeah.
What are you planning to do, Poirot?
Return to London, mon cher Hastings.
Well, mon cher, let's leave. Bye, Betty. So he must just commit 3 murders because it's ABC. A, down. B, down. So therefore C must be. Let's go. No. Go to the cab, mon cher.
Right, back to London. There is nothing more for us to do here.
Bye. Sorry you died. This game's making me want to play some Dead by Daylight.
Jap has decided to reveal details to the press. The alphabet murder is now famous.
It is not a bad idea. The more people who know, the greater our chances of finding out something of interest.
True, but
Poirot, I have a bad feeling.
oh, Hastings, you worry too much.
Poor Mr. Poirot, not so good at these little criminal matters as you thought yourself, are you? Rather past your prime, perhaps.
Oh,
Let us see if you can do any better this
Okay.
time. This time, it's an easy one. Churston on the 30th. Do try and do something about it. It's a bit dull having it all my own way, you know. Good hunting. Ever yours, ABC.
okay. Wow.
Good hunting. Did you hear that,
Poke the
Poirot?
lion.
The murderer seems to be taking it all as a game, a challenge. He will strike on 30th in Churston. We must warn Scotland Yard.
Gator.
No time to lose. We must prepare our suitcases for Churston.
Mon Dieu, it is already 10 o'clock. I will call Scotland Yard immediately.
Oh, wee, let's go. Shoot. Pyramidal mustache? Where's the phone, mon cher? There it is. Go. Call.
Hello, Jap.
Call.
We received a new letter from ABC in the 10 o'clock post.
Where and when?
In Churston. Today.
Today? I'll inform the population immediately.
I'll check the train times. Call me back.
Alright, let's go.
Hastings, what you are doing is an absolute disaster. That is no way to pack suitcases.
Heavens, we must hurry. We have to get to Churston before the murder.
Hastings' order and method are always necessary, regardless of the circumstances.
Okay. I'll let you pack them.
Okay, so I'm going to die because of that.
All the same.
Shoot.
It really is a disgrace to leave your belongings in such a mess.
Badly closed toothpaste. Unprotected bottles. Crumpled clothing. Badly folded pajamas, a bath towel, odd socks. Do the places you stay not give you bath towels?
Voila. It only took a minute.
Okay. If you say so, bro.
Poirot, you were right.
Kyle!
I've just consulted the ABC guide. There's no hurry. The next train doesn't leave till 11:45.
You
Unless
see,
he's already there.
there is no need to hurry. We will not be in Churston until tomorrow morning, after the murder.
Sad.
But why has the murderer warned us so late? It's not what he usually does. Did he do it on purpose?
Very good question, Hastings.
Probably.
We should also compare the letter we have just received with the other two. Although I have very little doubt about what we will find.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Snowflake. What does it say? Snowflake. Ooh, what's this now? Hastings hunting.
Hastings' photo album. He is very proud of his bag.
Yeah? The guy said happy hunting.
We've missed the 6:45 train, but we have plenty of time to catch the night train.
Hmm.
It is not a good time.
But you said to compare. What do you want me to do?
It is not a good...
If you want me to compare, I have to do this.
Poor Mr. Poirot.
Uh-huh.
It is not a...
It is not a good time. It's not a good time.
It is not a good time.
Okay. I don't know what you want me to do then.
It is not the right time.
Let's talk then,
Hastings,
I guess.
it would appear that you are getting slightly...
Really? I hadn't noticed.
Wait, there's something on the floor.
In his haste, Hastings tore the envelope.
Okay. The address written on this envelope was wrong. White Horse Mansions. Not known at White Horse Mansions in White Horse Court. Try White Haven Mansions. I see. Now I do this.
Right, let us compare this new letter with the second one. Let us examine this more closely.
Uh-huh. Well, A.
Certain characters in the two letters may have similar defects.
Thank you. I'm doing exactly what I
Yes,
did last time.
That's right. The A character. I have to find some...
To confirm my theory.
Yes,
I.
this I.
Uh-huh. The I is weird, yes.
Yes, the I character. I have to find some other similar...
W. Where's the W here? What?
Of course, the W characters. My theory was right.
Mm-hmm.
These two letters were written with the same typewriter.
Oui. He's French, right? Or am
Let
I?
us now try and
being
get our
presumptuous?
brain cells to work.
Ah, I see. Wrong address.
The letter should have arrived in time. The postmark shows that it was sent 3 days ago. However, our man made a mistake in the address, which explains the delay. All the same, the post office took their time correcting the error.
Come on, Poirot. Your address is not quite as well known as that of Scotland Yard.
True.
Poirot, the telephone. It must be Jap.
But because of the newspaper, because of the post office, a person was killed. Pick up the phone, Poirot.
I have some news from Churston. Bad news, I'm afraid. Sir Carmichael Clark was murdered while out on his evening walk.
Oh, sad.
Sir Carmichael Clark. The name is familiar to me.
He was a famous throat specialist, one of the best in London. A wealthy man.
What does
Retired
everything have to do with
Combside,
the
a beautiful
throat?
house by the sea. He collected antiques.
Are you going there?
Yes, let's meet on the train.
Okay, I mean, I have a theory. Like, everyone he's killing has something to do with their throat. First woman was sick. She had a really bad cough. She took a medicine for it. Second woman was a singer. She went to the doctor for her throat and had, like, throat medicine to help her voice. This person was a throat doctor?
The victim is called Sir Carmichael Clark, one of the best throat specialists in London. The body was still warm when we found it. If we'd been warned earlier, we definitely could have saved him.
It appears that the murderer made a mistake when he wrote his letter.
A mistake? Lucky for him.
And what if he did it on purpose?
No. He's defined his madcap rules and he's sticking to them. It's a matter of pride for him. Shall we go up to the house, Poirot?
You go, my friends. I will come soon.
Marshall mustache.
The body is just in front of a bush. One of the only bushes in the surrounding area.
I see. There's a thing there. Let's see if we can beat this game in one stream sitting.
This place is very calming.
Wait, look at that. A hole! Oh, that's a rabbit hole, I see. Berries? Oh, wildflowers. A bird. A bench?
The site is exceptional.
Berries! It's a
It
bench!
is easy to
It's
imagine
a
that Sir Carmichael
bird.
used to enjoy stopping here every evening.
I would too. It's very nice. Before we examine the body.
Jap has emptied the victim's pockets and has laid out their contents on this piece of wax cloth.
Looks like an earlobe. Ah. A ring.
A signet ring, very probably with the Clark family's coat of arms.
I see that. It almost feels like the top can screw off. Money, so therefore not theft.
Nothing appears to be missing from this wallet.
Although theft has never been a motive at all.
An oriental
Broken.
dragon. It's an old piece, much older than the pocket watch on which it was fastened.
Keys. You look at the keys,
It is
Pearl.
pointless.
What's pointless? Looking at the keys? Okay. I mean, a key was missing. But I guess that's not of significance. Was he
An
hit with the
ABC
book?
guide. The murderer's customary signature, covered in blood this time.
Maybe he was beaten with it. The guy was so mad. He was
The
probably
gravel on
beaten.
the path has been sprayed with blood that covers a conical-shaped area, which starts at the body and becomes wider as it moves further from the bush. Apart from the wound to the throat, the body is untouched. No cuts, no bruises.
I see.
Sir Carmichael's throat was cut. It's a clean incision.
I
A
see.
professional murder.
So his throat was cut. He wasn't bad. Hmm. Can you go this way? No? Okay. Is there really anything else for me to look at? Cause retired, yeah, doctor. I already examined the crime scene. Unless you want me to look at this again.
It is pointless.
What is pointless? I feel like, you know,
It is pointless.
there's a key missing. There's a key missing. Key missing. Key missing. Why else can I look at it? Oh, pointless. I see. Haha. Didn't die with that, I guess. Oh, I can move this way.
I'm not going to.
More clues? Can we search the bush? We have clarified that it is one of the only bushes here.
The body is just in front.
It's closer to the bush.
The vegetation behind the bush has been trampled.
Ooh.
Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
I had to look at that one thing. What was Sir Carmer's position when he was killed? Okay. There we go. Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush. Makes sense.
Sir Carmichael had his back to the bush when the killer cut the throat from behind.
That way.
A fatal blow that sprayed blood over a range of more than 1 meter. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Got his back to the bush. The thing was trampled. He only had 1 wound. Yeah, he didn't know because his back was to him. This guy came up from behind.
Have you finished, Poirot?
Chief Inspector, many questions remain unanswered, but I am certain of one thing. The killer has prepared his crime very carefully.
Quite right. He must have known Sir Carmichael's movements well to plan such an attack.
The murderer struck with terrible savagery.
Yes, blood flowed. It's the first time he's attacked a man. He armed himself accordingly.
Have you spoken to the victim's family, Chief Inspector?
I've spoken to the brother, Franklin Clark. I didn't get much out of him. He's yours. I must get the body removed.